She's been called the next big thing and one of the top 35 Latinos under 35. It's Gina Rodriguez. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to BELLOmag.com.
Oh, I love being here. You guys are fantastic.
It's the Be Kind issue. I had a little sneaky look while you were having your shots done for your photo story. Looking quite sassy, I've got to say.
I mean, they let me do it. They let me fly. They gave me wings.
Very nice. And I feel like I know you already because I've seen you on just about every bus going around LA near where I live, on billboards. Do you want to tell us about the new show, Jane the Virgin?
Yeah, so Jane the Virgin, premiering October 13th, Mondays at 9 on the CW. Just had to do a little shameless promotion. Jane the Virgin is about a young girl, Jane, who is studying to be a teacher, has dreams of being a writer. She goes to the gynecologist and a mistake happens and she gets artificially inseminated.
Like you do.
Yeah, you know, like listen, next time you go to the gynecologist or your sister,
I'll think about that next time I'm there.
Maybe you don't want to go there, but next time a female goes there, you know, you got to be like, what's the play-by-play? What's going on down there? It's a very, very funny way in which she gets artificially inseminated. And what's beautiful is that Jane is very grounded in truth and honesty and wants to do things the right way and is very, very moral. And I wish I was a lot more like her, but you go on this wonderful journey with her. And all the crazy, heightened, awesome obstacles, but grounded with some really great story and an amazing family dynamic.
Yeah, it's from the trailer, it looks hilarious. It looks fantastic.
I mean, we laughed during our table reads pretty hardcore.
Some people might go, hang on a minute, you go to the hospital or the doctors, you get artificially inseminated by accident. This seems a little bit far-fetched. It's got a feel of a telenovela, though, about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, so it's based off of the Venezuelan telenovela, Juana la Virgen. It's from the same producers, Alexis Ben Silverman, I love you, who did Ugly Betty, who did The Office, brought The Office over from the UK. So they're really great at adapting it to the American modern style of television. And so it is a telenovela in the sense that there's very heightened scenarios, everything's high stakes, but it's very grounded and it's very natural acting and the cast is very strong in that. And so we tell our story with truth and honesty and you're gonna be surprised how much you enjoy this crazy, kooky world that Jane lives in.
Yeah. I know you love this character. It's the first Latino lead on the CW, though, which is amazing.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because there are 50 million plus out there who want to be represented and want to be represented in a way that is inclusive.
Yeah.
And isn't this big, we wear a flag across of our chest. I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Cuban, I'm Mexican.
I need the Union Jack from the UK, don't I?
I mean, like, why aren't you walking around with your flag, James? You know, so we really enjoy the fact that we get to tell a story that's very true to the first, second, third generation Latino here in America, which is actually no different than anybody else.
Yeah, right. No, it's going to be a great show. I love the fact it's kind of drama and comedy, like dramedy, I think they call it.
Totally a dramedy. And we have, our comedy is really, really funny, and the drama really keeps the story. People like to be connected by story. Like, what's your story? I want to know your story. Tell me your backstory. And so, Jane, you really hear a story, and you get to relate to that.
I think that crosses like every culture, though, doesn't it? It's not specific to one because people are, you know, so set on, you know, this being a Latino show, but anybody can watch this.
Thank you. Yes, anybody can watch this. Well, because on top of that, to say that it is a Latino show for Latinos is also to say that I couldn't connect to Ally McBeal or Gilmore Girls or the Cosby shows because they were a different color than me. That's obnoxious. So, to me, it's just so limiting. Yeah. You know, it is about a girl and all the awesome people around her. And if you can't relate to Jane, because not everybody has to relate to me, there are 6 other series regulars that you're going to follow their story, and there's going to be one in the bunch that you can relate to.
Right.
Yeah.
And people might know you as well from your breakout role in Philly Brown, which I've got to say, you rap like a professional. Right? Is this maybe a sideline? You might kind of branch off and become a music star.
Well, there's room for everything, right?
There is, indeed.
After Philly Brown, after Sundance, I got approached with a few record deals, and I really wanted to focus on acting because that is my passion. That is what I've trained to do. But the more that I've had the opportunity to play with music, the more I think over time, you know, going at it as hard as all the other musicians, because I pay respect to how hard people work, especially being an artist, you know, to have somebody come out here from like, you know, I was a beautiful cheerleader, I want to be an actress. Yeah. You're like, that's awesome, thank you. I trained and I owe them my pancreas for my college education. But no, yes, you do that too. Yeah. But no, obviously anybody could be anything they want, but I would love to do, you know, be trained and really work in the world of music before I think I can be the next, you know, Iggy.
Yeah, it's still a great role though, and you won an award for that one as well, which is amazing.
Yes.
This is the Be Kind issue. I know you're a big supporter of your charities, aren't you? So
Yes.
just tell us about those.
Well, I work with a few organizations that to me are vital in changing inner city youth. So I work with the National Hispanic Foundation for the Arts, and I work with CHCI and NALIP. These organizations are very heavy in going into the communities and helping create art in Latino, not even Latino, just low-income neighborhoods, which is what I grew up in. And to have somebody looking out for you, I think is a big deal, you know? It's like you get a bunch of blessings, you have to give your blessings away. And these organizations really go in and they find those that are passionate, driven, hardworking, and help them get to the next step. And I think that if you have the ability to do that, why wouldn't you be doing it every second of the day?
Right, you're going to be a great ambassador for all of those charities, I'm sure.
I hope
Just remind us again when the show's out.
October 13th, Mondays at 9 p.m. on the CW.
Make sure you don't miss it.
Yes,
Thank you very much, Gina.
Thank you, James.